Hey guys, we are now live. We are now live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Pauline. You are the first one in the live. Welcome, sweetie. So, as I wait for the people to come in, I want to put this link in the top of the description box of Smoking on Queen Opp. And please go subscribe to her channel. I did not have time because my mind wasn't focused today. I was doing a commentary on Smoking on Queen Opp's live that she did a couple of days ago because we all know that Queen Opp is going to, I was going to say jail, but no, Queen Opp is going to court. I said the 7th on tomorrow, which is November 3rd. So I think she wanted to wake it up a week prior to Queen Opp going to court, speaking her piece, which was right on time because I had checked it out a couple of days ago. And, I haven't been consistent or whatever, but I said that I see that a lot of people's not talking about, what she had to say. She's definitely not holding down how she feels. And she's still, defending her cousin. So I just wanted to do a commentary video on, what she had to say because I think, and I'm gonna keep saying this again, because a lot of people think that she's being a clout chaser, but that would be almost like you saying, hold on one second, let me do this, please. Subscribe to. Hold on now. Right, here we go. But that would be like you calling me a clout chaser because I talk about Queen Op. And I've been doing just about the whole year Queen Op commentary, following what this clown is doing. Everyone has their own reasons for why they're doing what they're doing. Like mine's is spreading awareness. I'm also doing commentary on a social media influencer that is going viral for all the wrong reasons and did something really awful to someone to get viral. And this is why I talk about it. So, history doesn't repeat itself. Now, I think that the cousin position was she did not want to speak on the matter because remember when Michelle was with Queen Opp used to make her just randomly get online and say, "Yeah, tell the audience that your father did this to you, your grandmother did this to you." And people believed it. So she didn't want to put herself in a position where if she spoke up, Michelle wasn't ready to go. When she was ready to go, her credibility would be shot. Hello, Tammy. Hey, Williams. Hello, everyone. Here, love your commentary. Thank you so much. Hey, no nonsense. Hey. So that's why things happened the way that they did at that time. And I'm glad that she's taking initiative and she's speaking up now. Now, I don't think she's a clout chaser at all because I'm going to just tell you something right now. That girl doesn't get up here but only maybe 2-3 weeks, and she speaks on what is being said in the. If you come to this video or after the video's over and you remember a comment or a question you would like to ask me, put it in the comment section of the video after the video is over with, so that people can interact with what you have to say. I can interact with what you have to say. And this video get into the algorithm. So we're gonna start this live commentary now. Hey, Queen Roberta. Hey, Sally. So glad to see you back. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to get stable. Let's put it like that.
Shout out to the 1%. Shout out to the 1%. And thank you To everybody that subscribed to the channel, I appreciate you for that. I appreciate that. I decided to do a part 2 to the 1% understands the assignment, because there are still women that I want to acknowledge
She said the
and give
1%.
my
I
gratitude
know
to,
that's right.
that share comments that I want to delve into. Because again, y'all have your thinking caps on, and y'all left a lot of comments
Hey,
that
Matilda.
provided a lot of insight and fresh insight and ideas and information to what I had already expressed and to what everybody else expressed. So I'm going to acknowledge the other 1%ers that I haven't got a chance to get around to. And I'm going to delve into the comments that they left. And also, because as I expressed in part 1, my main purpose in creating this channel was to, one, make my presence known to Opp,
That's right.
which I've already done that. Okay. And 2, connect with the 1% true shell supporters.
And she's been holding a word on that. And let me just tell you what I mean. She's been holding a word on that. Queen Opp will subliminally, from the beginning of time when Michelle's cousin got onto her platform on YouTube, will put in her mouth, it's not fair that Michelle's family can talk about me or the case, but I can't say nothing. I can get in trouble. So she be in the bushes. She knows that Michelle's cousin is in for her. She probably knows if she sees Michelle's cousin in the street, it might be a problem. You, as a person with common sense in this video live that we're having right now, you know that there'll be a problem if she sees probably, Michelle's cousin. She's been staying in her position the whole time, how she feels about the whole situation. And now she has a platform. She doesn't have nobody around to intervene. She doesn't have to worry about Michelle getting harmed because Michelle is gone. And now she wants Queen Opp to pick on her. And we're going to see how this is going to pop off.
And so, because I'm still new here, I had to do a little moving around. I had to move some things around. Things have definitely got moved around. People, places, and things have gotten moved around. I still want to connect with the 1% true shell supporters. Because again, like Sir Frank
Welcome,
Realtime said
William 95. I have
in
recognized
the
you. Welcome,
video
welcome,
that I
welcome to
did
the
when I
channel.
responded to the show, y'all got the ball
Thank you
rolling.
for being a new
Y'all
subscriber.
got it started. Y'all just, we passed the baton to us and we carried it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I want to still connect. I'm still connecting since I'm new here. I'm still connecting with the 1% true shell supporters. Okay? I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is doing well. And I'm sure y'all have probably noticed by now my 2 to 3 week interludes between videos. I mean,
Please
y'all
make
have
sure to hit the
already
like
noticed
button.
that when I do a video, y'all might not hear from me again for another 2 to 3 weeks. Because unlike the clout chasers,
Also know that her link is in the top of the description box. So please go subscribe to her channel. So is my husband's.
who return, I'm able to give y'all 100% of me. Because the 1% deserves that. The 1% deserves 100% of me. You know what I mean?
You're
So,
welcome,
like I
sweetie.
said, I know how to
Hey,
conserve my time
MM.
and energy so that when I do return, I can go in the way that I want to go in with stamina, energy, and giving y'all my undivided attention. Speaking of videos, the first video The interview that I did, that was bait. You know what I mean? That was bait. I mean, everything I said in the interview, it was facts. Everything I said in the interview was facts. It was from my heart. It was genuine.
Also, my husband's link will be at the top of the description box of this video. I almost can't get my words out today. And he's going to start talking about mental health on his channel. And, it's going to fit into basically what I talk about, but I don't talk about mental health like specifically. But we're talking about Queen Opp, who has definitely mental issues. And we're talking about Michelle, who she did horrible things to. And she obviously had to have mental issues to endure that. So make sure you go over and subscribe to both the channels. But I just want to get into that. I'm glad that the cousin is coming through. Better late than never. I don't even consider it being late. I think that, like I said, she didn't want to be a part of being a character assassinate squad. Where her father was character assassinated for some horrible things that Michelle claimed that she did, or he did to her, and also the grandmother. So I want you to pay attention to what the cousin has to say.
The dude that did the interview, he didn't ask the right. The interview served its purpose because I needed the 99% to reveal
Thank you, sweetie.
themselves.
Thank you, MM.
And they did. The 99% did reveal themselves, and they took the bait. They took the bait. The 99%, they let me know who I need to smoke on. I mean, the 99% took the bait, which served my purpose, and letting me know who I need to smoke on. Thank you, 99%.
That, and I'm pretty sure I'll have something to say anyways. So let's continue.
Use bells and
some of Queen Opp supporters that were in the comment section that had some really disrespectful stuff to say on her platform. I guess she figures if you don't like me, don't even leave a comment. And if you do, I'm going to tell you about yourself, because you're going to expose your own hand that you're low key. A lot of the people that used to be supporters of Queen Opp, and now you're trying to act like you're supporters of Michelle. It's like you're being flip-floppers.
back to the 1%. Doll face. Doll face, man. Doll face been coming through with the love and the words of encouragement and support. Thank you so much, Doll face, for showing up. Doll face said people don't know what family stands for no more. And she also said that she has me and my family in her prayers, and I really appreciate that, Dollface. I really appreciate that. I love that you came through. And Dollface also said, she said, yeah, she's going to need long-term care, referring to Shell.
Long-term care, as in mental health counseling, or she might go back to Queen Opp. How about that? And you can't be shocked, because that's a pattern of behavior, because women do it all the time with men. Trust me. I know. Some things are not always good for us. They make us unhealthy, and they go back to this toxic relationship. We don't want that to happen to Michelle. So we hope that she does get help.
She know who she is. She said, cuz you got a whole squad behind you. I sure do. I sure do. I sure do. And I thank you so much, Loyalty. I really appreciate that. I absolutely appreciate that. I love you. Thank you so much for your support. You are greatly appreciated.
Can y'all hit the like button, please? Thank
And like I
you.
said, I seen a lot of your comments. I seen a lot of y'all sharing comments, and
She's watching
that's why
y'all.
I'm going
You
to
better
I'm
pay
going to go
attention.
over everybody that left supportive comments. Chrissy Bailey. Hey, Chrissy Bailey. Chrissy Bailey said, I just wanted to say, God bless you. You are so wise for your years. You nailed on what you said about the plight of your cousin. You grew up with her and you called it. Hold up, let me stop right there. She said you grew up with your cousin and you called it. Let me stop right there. Yes. That's why it was so comical when Shell family had her parroting them saying the people on the internet know more about her than I do.
Let me say this to you, because I don't want to forget this part. The cousin's on point with that. Michelle has a habit of, if somebody tells her to do something, she does it on command. She did that with Queen Opp. Queen Opp used to make her at the drop of the dime get on to live and say, tell them that your grandmother did this to you. Tell them that your father did this to you. And people will be like, even some of Queen Opp supporters will be like, stop lying. You know that didn't happen to you. And she'd be like, yes, it did. Michelle would. Now Michelle's back with her family, and now her family's controlling her, making her say what they are not, you know what I'm saying, brave enough to say. Because they're angry at the cousin for speaking out and making the family look bad. So they put Michelle up to it.
Though I grew up with her. I mean, like, what are you talking about? What? What are you talking? How do people know more about Shell? How do the people on the internet know more about Shell than I do when I grew up with her? This is what the people said that Shell was with, that Shell was parodying that in the first video, which was the interview that I did. I mean, so the fact that they had Shell parrot that's laughable. Is that supposed to be a
Yeah, she's a
flex?
puppet.
The people on
Yeah,
the internet know more about Shell. What are you talking about?
right.
The people on the internet, only thing the people on the internet may know more about than I do is more instances of violations
Yep,
than I do,
exactly.
than I did.
Then she
Because I
did.
found out late. So that's supposed to be a flex?
No,
That supposed to end me?
right. I get it.
Man, please. Man, please.
And it's so sad that, like, the internet is sick. A lot of people on the internet is sick. People will cut off their cable just to look at this sick entertainment. So yeah, like she said, was that supposed to be a flex? It's almost like they're treating Michelle's cousin like the enemy. It doesn't matter when she responded and defended her cousin. Better late than never. But she still spoke up where her family did not for 15 years.
Thank you so much, Chrissy Bailey. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? Shell family, they're so enraged. They're not even making sense at this point, man. They just saying anything. They just saying anything. Chrissy Bailey also said the Queen Opp video popped up on my YouTube, and I said this is not a skit. Shell appeared frazzled,
Mm,
and like if she spoke up, there would be retribution.
yep, it would have been.
I know karma is real concerning Sierra. She is no queen. My heart goes out to you and your family. You are so articulate. You don't need the bells and whistles. So anyone that thinks that you do is clearly clueless. Thank you so much, Chrissy Bailey. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for sharing your thoughts on that. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Hold on, let me get to slow, and she put quotations on that. Another slow or easily manipulated individual in jail and control them
Yep.
as well and maybe even form her own last word in y'all comments. I'm gonna get to the meat of what y'all said, right? But yeah, Sarah Brown, that's why I said in part one that Opp knows how to stick and move.
Yes, she does.
You know what I mean?
She's a pro
She
at it.
knows how to draw up what she needs and make it work for her.
Because you got to remember, she's the hustle in the street. So a lot of this is survival. So that's why her behavior with people like Michelle, people she can take advantage of, she, like she says, you know how to stick and move. And even if she was to go to jail, that's a worst case scenario. She gonna know how to stick and move in there too. Cause she gonna meet another person like Danny. She gonna put it on her, and then that's gonna be her protection.
And move on to the next person, place, or thing that will serve her purpose, whatever that is. And I'm getting ready to get into something. I'm getting ready to expound on it. So please make sure y'all still have your thinking caps on. Because I know a lot of things that I say are very triggering. A lot of what I say is very triggering. So, like I said, I knows how to draw up what she needs and make it work for her and move on to the next person, place, or thing that will serve her purpose, whatever that is. Right? There's nothing inherently wrong with being that way. People refer to that as being an opportunist and calculating. I mean, and these are dirty words for most people, not to me. Being called an opportunist and calculating will never be dirty words to me. I can't be no other way in life. I am going to jump on opportunities. You damn right. I am. That means the wind is just blowing you in whatever direction that the wind goes in. I can't be out here in life just winging it. You know what I mean? Hanging on to a thread of hope. Just
People
hoping
do it
everything
all the
work out.
time. People do it all the time.
So Opp's way of being, from how I see it, again, this is how I draw up my observation of Opp. Opp's way of being is nothing inherently wrong with that. Which y'all may refer to as being opportunistic and calculating. Those are not dirty words to me, but for most people, they are. Where it becomes a problem, where it becomes a problem is when you abuse and violate the helpless, vulnerable, mentally and physically disabled human beings among us as a means to your end. That's when you being an opportunist and calculating, which again are not dirty words for me.
And I agree with her because I'm going to keep saying it. She did all of what she did. One, because she didn't care about the friendship that they so-called had. But two, she was looking at the bag. That's why Queen Opp, I don't know if a lot of y'all noticed it. Put a Y in the chat. Queen Opp is not coming up. She's falling. That's why she's adding scenarios to her storylines. Did you guys hear about the one of her missing her menstrual? Who else would she be pregnant by? She can't get pregnant by Danny. People do anything, any means necessary to make it.
You know what I mean? I'm both. I'm both. I'm very calculating and I'm an opportunist, proudly. But I know how to meet my end goal without hurting anybody. That's the difference. See, because a lot of people operate off of emotion as soon as they hear the word opportunist or calculating, you automatically think of it as a negative thing, as a negative way of being. If you're not calculating in life, that means you just being blown around like a rag doll in the wind. I bust moves, and my moves are calculated so that I can get what I intended on getting. Again, there's nothing wrong with that.
She's trying to say it's not what you do, it's how you do it. She's being calculating and she's mistreating people. That's the difference. When somebody's getting hurt in the process of you trying to be calculating to get what you want, then you're a bad person.
Like I said, the problem where it becomes a problem is when you abuse and violate other human beings that are helpless, vulnerable, mentally and physically disabled as a means to your end.
Hmm.
That's when it becomes a problem. I would never use that population of people to meet my
Right.
end goal. That's me. I mean, but again, there's people out here, they cutthroat.
And,
And so they
and they
will use
live
children,
and they live with themselves all
elderly,
the time.
mentally and physically disabled people, vulnerable. They will use them as a means to their end. I don't move like that. And here's the thing. Here's another thing. I learned how to look for not only my enemy's weaknesses, but their
Hmm.
strengths. I mean, you can't just call yourself, oh, you gonna smoke on somebody, or you just with just
Motive, or they don't have one, but they just don't care about you. You got to move away from those people. Keep it moving.
I'm again, thank you so much, Patrice. What Patrice said also supports what I discussed in the interview about Shell being neglected. Okay?
With mistreating her, and she knows that she was defending herself. She was dead right. She was timid. She lived a sheltered life, and her parents acted like the cousin said, like there was no problem, and there clearly was.
Fact. I don't hate them, none of that. I don't hate them or none of that, man. I'm dealing with truth and I'm dealing with facts and I'm dealing with what is, which is reality. They are unwilling to put in the work. But I'm holding Opp. Opp know I'm holding her accountable. I'm holding her accountable. All that got other people. This is why I decided to make Shell my responsibility. Because let's be realistic. It was never my responsibility to help Shell navigate the world. Man, I got children. I got a whole family. I have small businesses. I got a lot of things. I have things going on. I have things in motion to enhance my life. So me taking on Shell's responsibility, that's because I love Shell.
30 days to visit her sister. She put hands on Michelle and went to jail for like 30 days. So this ain't no new condition. Ooh.
Because Shell's this is really her parents' responsibility, man. As well as her big sister and the rest of the immediate family who lived in the same house as Shell. And not only the immediate family, but all of the chicks, the fake girlfriends that Shell.
Get into Michelle's mother. It's really about Michelle, the sister. I really don't want to get into them because they just wasn't present at all. I know that Kirby did a couple of years ago call herself coming to her sister's defense, but how sincere was it? What did she do after it? 2, 3 years later, we never heard from her, and two, we found out that Michelle had to go to the hospital because of a wellness check because the cops kicked in the door. So, to me, they're kind of corny, Michelle's family and the girls in particular. So I'm glad that the cousin came through and spoke her mind. She's done a couple of videos on here. I thought she was gonna end up like disappearing, but sometimes when people are serious about the drive of what they're fighting for, I'm quite sure it's been in her heart for a long time. But sometimes, you don't want to get into your immediate family's business. You also try to give them a little credit that even if they're not taking care of business, like his father's with Michelle's situation for 15 years, you always every year say, well, they'll come around and they'll help Michelle. And it took for them to, kick the door in and take Michelle to a hospital, and now they're all in court. It shouldn't have got to that point, and a lot of that was neglect, and I really think the neglect was on Michelle's family's part. And it's really sad. Now, for whoever didn't see this live commentary, I will put it up tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My goal is not my goal. I will tonight edit this video and I will make sure it goes out tonight. So you'll see that it'll be up at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. So if you missed it, you can see the whole video and my commentary at 2 p.m. So I'm gonna get off this live and order me some food, and I will definitely be on tomorrow. Love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Mwah. Love y'all.